New tonight at 10, calls for the resignation of Hutto's mayor are growing months after an incident at a city council meeting last September. There was another incident regarding a proclamation concerning Black History Month. Now let's go back to CBS Austin's Andrew Freeman, who joins us live in the studio tonight. A lot going on there, Andrew. Why are tensions still so high in Hutto?
Well, in September, we reported on an incident during a Hutto City Council meeting where the mayor accepted a gift that many interpreted as a racial innuendo. So at the start of the month, the group of Black families of Hutto publicly denounced his city council proclamation celebrating Black History Month. 2 Black city council members also refused to stand in protest. I visited Hutto this afternoon, and those I spoke with believe healing for the city is possible, but the path forward is a long one.
We're an organization that's committed to uplifting Black humanity.
Heather Mack is a member of Black Families of Hutto. Her husband is African American, and together they have 4 children. She also owns a salon where half her staff is a person of color.
I am originally from a small town in Iowa. So this was a small, charming community, that I still feel that has that smallness to it.
She's outraged by what she believes are repeated acts of racial discrimination from Hutto Mayor Mike Snyder. Last September, he accepted a gift of bananas on a monkey banana stand from a resident during a city council meeting, which many at the time felt was racist. Snyder's also named multiple times in a lawsuit making its way through the courts, but upheld by a judge back in January, ruling a former city manager who is Black is owed $7.5 million after suing for racial discrimination. That's why, while wearing End Racism and Hutto t-shirts, Mack and her organization denounced a proclamation by the mayor earlier this month celebrating Black History Month.
And whereas the city of Hutto rejects any discrimination through its values, policies, and practices.
We just find that the mayor's acts of racial discrimination and racial taunts, that just opposes all of the values, that our organization stands for.
We spoke with Mayor Snyder over the phone, who says he was disheartened by the denouncement, and 2 Black city council members who refused to stand during the proclamation.
It causes concern in a community, in a very diverse community. If anything, I think some of this divides the community more. This isn't bringing us together. This isn't trying to find a path forward.
He says incidents like the one with the banana stand, where he wasn't even aware of the racial implications, are a learning experience, not just for him, but for the community.
We're not a perfect community, but we need to figure out how to work through these things. We go through training, how to look at a microaggression, and how to talk to people and explain to them why those bananas come across the way they do to different groups of people.
He says he's proud of the work the city's Diversity and Inclusion Commission has done to that end, work he promises will continue into the future.
Nothing good comes from easy conversations, and the more we can discuss it in a productive way, I think that's better for everybody.
But for Brian Thompson, one of the city council members who refused to stand, the work being done isn't enough.
All of these different issues are showing that there is a pattern by individuals here in the city that needs to not only be addressed, but also needs to have accountability attached to it.
At a park dedicated to Hutto's first settler, former slave Adam Orgain, Thompson says what the community needs to heal is an acknowledgement of the harm done by the mayor.
And I think it's better to work through those issues, address those issues, and really learn and have some real conversations around those issues versus sweeping those issues under the rug.
Matt goes further. She says healing can't begin until the mayor is gone. A resignation she says she's called for at several city council meetings now.
But I don't think that as long as we have this mayor at the forefront, that this is some place where our Black and brown friends and family feel safe.
Now, when I asked if he'd ever resign, Mayor Snyder told me he refuses to do so, saying he'd rather work with the community and the city's D&I Commission to promote education and ensure that what he calls microaggressions don't happen again in the future. Reporting live in studio, Andrew Freeman, CBS Austin News.
Thank you, Andrew. The Austin Justice Coalition delivers a report from a study showing little to no progress is being made in enhancing the quality of life for Austin's Black population. The report also finds that there are still systemic disparities in education, healthcare, housing, and economic opportunities. A more detailed analysis of the findings is expected within the next few weeks.